Good day everyone. Today we will be talking about graphical user interface and Windows. So what is graphical user interface? The graphical user interface developed in the 1970s by the Xerox Palo Alto Research Laboratory and developed commercially in Apple Macintosh and Microsoft Windows operating system. Was designed as a response to the problem of inefficient usability in early text-based command line interfaces for the average user. So graphical user interfaces would become the standard of user-centered design in software application programming, providing the users the capability to intuitively operate computers and other electronic devices through the direct manipulation of graphical icons such as buttons, scroll bars, windows, tabs, and menus, cursors, and the mouse of pointing device. Many modern graphical user interfaces feature touchscreen and voice command interaction capabilities. So how does graphical user interface work? So graphical user interface design principles conform to the model of view controller software pattern which separates internal representation of information from the manner in which information is presented to the user, resulting in a platform where users are shown with functions are possible rather than requiring the input of command codes. So users interact with information by manipulating visual widgets which are designed to respond in accordance with the type of data they hold and support the action necessary to complete the user's task. So the appearance or skin of an operating system or application software may be redesigned until due to the nature of graphical user interfaces being independent from application functions. So applications typically implement their own unique graphical user interface to display elements in addition to graphical user interface elements already present on existing operating system. So a typical graphical user interface also includes standard formats for representing graphics and text, making it possible to share data between applications running under common graphical user interface design software. So graphical users interface testing refers to the systematic process of generating test cases in order to evaluate the functionality of the system and its design. Graphical user interface testing tools, which are either manual or automated and typically implemented by third-party operators, are available under a variety of licenses and are supported by a variety of platforms. Popular examples include Tricentis, Tosca, Squish GUI Tester, Unified Functional Testing, UFT, by Mavericks, Appium, and Eggplant Functional. So that's all.
Out versus Swing. Out stands for Abstract Windows Toolkit. The main difference between Out and Swing is that Out is purely used for GUI or graphical user interface, whereas Swing is used for both GUI as well as for making web application. What is the main difference between Out and Swing in Java? Out is based on a peer-based architecture utilizing native platform components, while Swing follows a lightweight architecture with its own set of components. Out has a platform-dependent look and feel, whereas Swing provides a platform-independent appearance. Java out needs a higher amount of memory for the execution. Java Swing needs less memory space compared to Java Out. So Java Out is slower than Swing in terms of performance, and on the other hand, Java Swing is faster than Out. What is the difference of Swing over Out? The advantages of Java Swing components are lightweight, i.e., they are less resource intensive than Out. Swing in Java provides built-in double buffering, while Swing provides additional functionalities and also has added components to Out replacement components. Swing is a GUI widget toolkit for Java. Every application has some basic interactive interface for the user.
Nasa mga boxes ya kang kuya nat dapit.
For example, a boot button, checkbox, radio button, text field, etc. These together form the components in swing. 15 mock tests to summarize, swing components are the interactive elements in Java application. We will see various swing components in this article and see a few examples. Note that the examples are simple code snippets. You can use them in your application and tailor them to suit your application architecture. Number 1. Image icon. The image icon component creates an icon-sized image for an image residing at the source URL. Example, image icon home icon equals new image icon. Parenthesis, quotation, src/image/home.jpg. JButton. JButton class is used to create a push button on the UI. The button can contain some display, text, or image. It generates an event when clicked on a double click. A JButton can be implemented in the application by calling one of its constructors. This constructor returns a button with the text OK on it, and it returns a button with a home icon on it. This code here returns a button with a home icon on it. This code returns a button with a home icon and text home. JLabel class is used to render a text-only text label or images on the UI. It does not generate any event. This code here, a constructor returns a label with text, and this returns a label with a home icon. JText field renders an editable single-line text box. A user can input non-formatted text in the box. To initialize the text field, call its constructor and pass an optional integer parameter to it. This parameter sets the width of the box measured by the numbers of columns. It does not limit the number of characters that can be put in the box. This example here, as we see, it has 20 numbers. It can render text box of 20 columns width. JText area. JText area class renders a multi-line text box, similar to the JText field. A user can input non-formatted text in the field. The constructor for JText area also expects two integer parameters, which define the height and width of the text area in columns. It does not restrict the number of characters that the user can input in the text area. The above code renders a multi-line text area of height 5 rows and width 20 columns, with default text initialized in the text area.
And that's all for our discussion.
I am Paul Japet Ligaspi,
I am General Morales.
and we are Group 4.